Dana says her husband Hal dumped Sherri 20 years ago, and she's still not over it. Dana claims Sherri is stalking her, and she's ready to file another restraining order. Sherri, are you over Hal?
I've been over him for a long time. Well, after him and I broke up, then all of a sudden I get a restraining order put on me. That kind of threw me back into their drama.
Dana, do you believe that Sherri's over Hal?
No, not for a second.
Dana, did Sherri send flowers to you at your office?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, tell us what happened with those flowers.
The card on the flowers was disguised as an unknown admirer. And what's interesting is when I got the flower delivery, I had only been engaged to my husband for 2 weeks. And the card, I read it, it said, "Why are you still with this guy when I told you he doesn't respect you? You need to dump him for me."
But was the card signed by anyone?
No, it was all typed.
So how do you know it was Sherri that sent the flowers?
Because we called the police and they
You called the police because you got flowers?
Yeah, I didn't know who it was. And I kept getting harassed at work. I kept getting harassed all the time at work with unknown letters and telling me that my boyfriend's a jerk, he is worthless, don't go out with him.
Okay, Sherri, time to tell the truth. Did you send the flowers to Dana?
I sent the flowers, but I was actually framed because a friend of his called me.
Wait. You were framed?
I was framed, yes.
Okay, explain that to us. How were you framed?
What had happened is that when him and I were still together, living together.
You and Hal?
Hal and I. He had actually moved out for like 6 months, and that's when they started dating at the same time. So what he had did is a friend of his started calling me, checking on me to see how I was doing.
You said it was a mystery man, not a friend.
No, I did not.
No, yes, you did. You said it was a mystery man.
No.
Sherri, did you know this guy?
No, I didn't know him. And then he actually said, "Hey, Hal is now miserable. He wants out." And I said, "Then tell him to do it. I don't want anything to do with him."
How is he miserable when we're only
Sherri, a man you don't even know calls you and tells you to send flowers
to someone you don't know.
To Dana.
And I didn't even know the card read, because this is the first I've heard.
But why would you take instructions from a stranger?
Because I wanted to get even with her. That was the only thing I thought, you know what, and now...
You wanted to get even with her for what?
Well, if he was miserable, then she'll leave him, and then everything's happy.
That's what led to the first restraining order?
Apparently, yes.
Sherri, you just admitted that you did it to get even, so it was a conscious decision on your part.
But I was framed because it wasn't my idea.
I was framed.
But you said,
I did it, but I was framed.
How did it feel to be served with a restraining order?
And I was totally devastated.
But did that give you some sense about how Dana must have felt when she got these flowers from this anonymous person?
Well, the funny thing is when I read the actual restraining order, it had things on that were completely lies. Everything that was a lie.
Sherri, you are so full of
Oh!
No, you are
so...
It boggles my mind. The amount of lies that come out of your mouth, and the fact that you believe them.
Who is the compulsive liar?
Okay.
Okay.
To the left, to the left. Okay.